is Donald Trump. The second is our friend Beto O'Rourke. An incredible time in American history. The last couple of years and every day, every moment leading up to 2020 is an incredible moment in American history. And indeed, it is a test for all of us in American history. And the test for us is about how we face the biggest challenges of our generation. And the border has been at the center of that test. We have unfortunately borne witness to some of the worst cruelty of our generation that is emanating from the Oval Office and the White House. And in fact, this is a moment in American history when our grandchildren will be reading about what has happened in our history books, and they will be asking, how did anyone let that happen? When they read about children, even a newborn, being taken from the arms of her mother, put into cages, children put into cages at the hands of the American government, our grandchildren are going to ask, how did we let that happen? When they read about asylum seekers being turned away at our ports of entry, they're going to ask, how did we let that happen? When they learn the stories of Felipe and Jacqueline, children who died seeking a better life once they crossed our border and came into our custody, they're going to ask, how did we let that happen? When they see the photographs from this week of families being corralled under a bridge, they are going to ask, how did we let that happen? But I will tell you, my friends, in that history book, there will be a chapter on the border and on El Paso. And that chapter will be written about how to deal with the greatest challenges of our generation with charity and goodwill and kindness and generosity. Because that's who we are. That's who we are. In the face of crushing cruelty, the crushing cruelty has not broken us. It has not crushed us. In fact, our community, El Paso, Texas, the U.S.-Mexico border, has risen to the challenge, and we have been a shining light in a moment of darkness. The vulnerable. We have fed, we have clothed, we have cared for, we have given respite to some of the most vulnerable people arriving at our front door. And we've done it because it's the right thing to do, and we've done it because we want to show the rest of the country what it means to be American! What it means to be American! And so in this moment in American history, with the greatest challenges before us, challenges about how we're going to educate our kids, how we will create an economy that works for everyone, how we will ensure that we face climate change in a way that we preserve our planet for future generations. We need a leader. We need a leader. And we need to understand that those monumental challenges are not bigger than us. We are bigger than them. We are bigger than them. And who better to take on this challenge with the border at the center of so many debates than the same way that we engage with one another here in El Paso, we are going to engage with the country from every state, every community, every pocket. And I cannot tell you how proud I am to know that someone, a leader from the capital of the border, from the new Ellis Island, will be leading that journey to the White House in 2020. So thank you, El Paso. Thank you for the privilege you've given me to be your Congresswoman. And thank you for the support that you're giving our next President of the United States of America, Beto O'Rourke. I want to introduce our next speaker. I want to introduce our next speaker, a dreamer, the very type of person that exemplifies the hope and the dignity of the American immigrant experience. How